Hello everybody and welcome to another THREEZERO review. In today's video we're taking a look at a slightly ahead of schedule sample of the deluxe collectible figure Ironman Mark 43 based on his Age of Ultron appearance. He comes in this nice little box. We've got a window box that opens up, we've got Iron Man in there, we've got schematic style drawing on the inside. Flip that around, we've got all of the information in various different languages. We've got the THREEZERO brand insignia. So without further ado, let's crack him open. Iron Man comes packaged in a two-tier plastic clamshell with his fists and blasters. And here we have him out of his plastic prison. And doesn't he look sensational? Great mix of plastic and die cast, and mine has all the correct paint applications for what I can see. I think Shardamus had a sample and it didn't have the bottom of his jawline painted up correctly. But this guy looks sensational. Now I assume, don't quote me on this, but I assume that THREEZERO have got the license for the 112 highly articulated kind of die cast mix, and they've kind of taken it off Comic Cave, because I think Comic Cave already did a 112 Mark 43. Now this guy does come in half as well. You can detach the lower torso and the forearms, and it states in the instructions that so he can merge with the Hulkbuster armor, signaling to me that they are indeed working on that 112 Hulkbuster kit, with the addition of a flight stand and those LEDs in the chest and head. Gives this guy a lot of playability. Something about him just looks a little bit kind of hesitant floating like that, like he's still kind of learning what he's doing. Even get some nice little blasters we can attach to the side of those wrists. And we don't even have to have him displayed on that display stand. He's just as poseable without it. I mean, that's a pretty decent pose. Now to turn the arc reactor off, just a little tap in the middle there. And the head is on a separate button. There's a button just there. Basically you unscrew this screw here and you put two AG1 batteries in, and to do the torso you want to unscrew this section here and you get access to the battery compartment there as well. Basically this is designed to come out like this, so the arms can detach as well, and that's how you then slide him in to the Hulkbuster armor if you see fit. Really nice solid lump of a figure, gorgeous paint applications. Everything can come off and be replaced. You see you've got this butt flap here that just tabs in like so, so that's all covered off. You've got two sets of these hands, one with the painted section on and one with the holes, so you can use those thrusters. And we then get the fists as well. We have these standard pieces on the side of the arms. They can be replaced by the cannon pieces that come out so he can fire his missiles. Really gorgeous piece. I hope you can just see how wonderful those paint apps are. You know, that's what THREEZERO are renowned for anyway, isn't it? The paint. I think you can even see me in there, can't you? It's so reflective. One of my favourite armours of all time. That and his armour from Infinity War actually were my two favourite armours, excluding Hulkbuster, because that was an awesome piece as well. In fact, the Mongol armour, was it Mongol? Was the big blue kind of Hulkbuster style armor was nice as well. So much articulation on this. The head is on a separate joint to the neck, so you got lots of range there. Head sculpt is really nice. I think Shardamus was missing the gold that runs along the underside of that lip. The shoulder pads are on articulated hinges, so they're not going to get in the way. So whenever we decide we want to pose the arms, because they're on this nice butterfly joint, these chest pieces are also on hinges, so we can bring that butterfly joint all the way around to the front, it can come up to the side. There's a bicep rotation in there, double jointed bend on these elbows. Everything moves, everything tidies up, so you've got so much room on these shoulders. So whatever position you get it in, say we bring it all the way to the front there, you can then slide that hinge all the way up, tidying off the tops of those shoulders. You've got that rotation at the top, you've got an abdominal crunch in 3 parts, 1, 2, 3. So nice range there. You don't have a lower waist rotation, I don't believe, but we do have some movement on these legs at the thighs. We can move the legs this far forward and this far back, or you can push, extend those legs. You can then slide these thighs up to make them look more natural, like so. So we bring those up. Again, we've got the rotation in there, or they can compress, and this can lift, so we can get that leg up like so. Lots of different options on the legs, and then up at 2 points on that knee, and go down to the feet. We've got pivot rotation, and we've got these protectors on the front and back of that foot as well, really kind of tidying everything up. Now the question on everybody's lips is, how does this compare to other 1/12 figures? Well, let's take a look. Here he is with a selection of other figures. This is actually the KO SHF Thanos. Picked it up from Toys, I think, ages ago, but it's the same scale, so it gives you an idea of how he would scale with him. That's the Fantascraft FC Mark 50 there to his left, and then we've got Falcon Cap there from the 3-pack, I think it was, wasn't it, from Marvel Legends, to give you kind of that sort of scale. I actually think he works really well with the Marvel Legends. I think the Fantascraft's probably a little bit too short. You've got to remember that Tony steps into the armor, and it's kind of a big kind of foot plate thing, and it steps him up and makes him look taller. And this guy's a billionaire. He's going to have little man syndrome, isn't he? So he's going to make himself look a little bit taller. I think that looks really nice with that kind of Thanos. But then you look at the Marvel Legends Thanos, but I think maybe Thanos needs to be slightly taller, I think. But in terms of Marvel Legends, I think he actually looks really good. I think that scale works pretty darn well. Now, of course, this is a lot more expensive than a Marvel Legend, but you're paying for what you get. As with things like Mezco and Comic Cave, you're going to be paying for the higher end figures. I mean, he feels very robust, and he's got a lot of weight to him. The Fantascraft is a pretty decent figure, but it's mainly all kind of die cast in those legs, which gives it more heft. It could easily pass as a kind of a higher end Marvel Legend, whereas the THREEZERO have really kind of upped the game. The levels of articulation and that shifting armor really does make a world of difference, and honestly am very, very much looking forward to seeing what else they offer in these kind of 1/12 line. Hopefully it's not all going to be Ironman. Hopefully they can show off some of their sculpts, because I know some of the head sculpts they've been doing on some of their 1/6 figures have been progressively getting better and better and better. So I really hope they can kind of convert that to this 1/12 scale. What do you think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. I'll include a link in the description below where this can be ordered over at THREEZERO's website. I imagine it's going to be available from pretty much all decent retailers though that stock THREEZERO products. And from myself and the rest of the collectibles household, thank you all for watching. Until next time, goodbye.